It's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to Retro Ranking, where we concentrate more on songs and albums. And today we're doing one of the bad songs shows, and we're going to look at a band that I've got a love-hate relationship with. And the band's Muse. I love their early stuff, really good. And then it all sort of went downhill, and now I cannot listen to their later albums. They have gone well away from what they started out to be, and they have forgotten. I'll keep saying this, and I'll always say it, they have forgotten about the fans that made them big. We don't count anymore. So they have released 9 studio albums, left from Devon. It's Matt Bellamy on lead vocals, Chris Walthenholme on the bass, and Dominic Houghton on the drums. 2 official live albums, 1 compilation, and they've released 44 singles. That's quite a lot, actually. But here are 10 songs that I just do not like. And you'll find what sort of period they come from. So, coming in at number 10, this is from 2015, and it's from the album Drones, and it's The Globalist. Right, what's wrong about this? Well, for a start, it's 3.5 minutes intro of a ego trip by Matt Bellamy. It is boring, it's dull. And then that's just the intro. So when the song starts, it's awful. I mean, it's about 10 minutes long, and it's absolutely diabolical. It's one of them songs, if they run out of anaesthetic at the hospital, throw this on, because it'll send anyone to sleep. I just don't like it. It's just too long. Ugh. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next contender. Number 9. This is from the Simulation Theory album of 2018, and Propaganda. What garbage this is. That note at the beginning, oh dear. And I'm sometimes forget what Matt Bellamy knows what a guitar is. The solo is just weak, because he's a good guitarist. And it's just garbage, absolute garbage. This song is. It's more of a pop song than a rock song. We're going to stay with the Simulation Theory album for the next track, and it's Break It To Me. Again, I think Matt has forgotten to pick up the guitar. It's awful, it's dancey. I can't understand a word they're saying. It's just rubbish. This is not what I got into the band for, this nonsense. If you want to do this, Matt, do it on a solo album. Don't do it publicly in your band, because it's just rubbish. Okay, number 7. We go back to the Drones album from 2015, and the track called Drones. And yes, it just drones for 2.5 minutes. This isn't a bad album. It's one of the better ones of that period. But this is rubbish. I don't want to hear drony voices. I'm glad it's at the end of the album. It's just horrible. I don't want to hear stuff like this. I don't know what makes them think that it's good, because it isn't. Okay, number 6. We've got a single now from 2022. Didn't chart. I wonder why. and it's Compliance. This song, they have certainly forgotten about what they are, a rock band, an indie rock band. This is a dance track. It's rubbish. And they wonder why fans like me don't like them anymore. You don't have to go and, you know, they've just totally gone away from what they started out, and it is awful. Full stop, awful. Number 5. Here is another single from 2022. It's Will of the People. A rehash of Uprising, which is a pretty catchy tune, but this is 20 times worse. It's horrible. When I first heard this, I thought, oh, good grief. It's got one little good guitar riff, but the rest of the song is bull. It's awful. Cheesy. And the vocal is horrible. Just gets worse. Number 4. This is where it really started to go down the pan for me. This is from 2009. It's from The Resistance, and it's Guiding Light. A Cheese Fest song. Where's the bucket, please? Oh, yeah. This is definitely when the wheels started coming off. This is just... It's get your phones out, waving the crowd nonsense. Oh no, stop it. You knew that things were amiss when this come out. Because The Resistance, I think for me, is probably the last really good album. Okay, number 3. We go to 2006, and it's the Black Holes and Revelations album, which I think is a great album, except this dung. It's called Soldier's Poem. Dull as ditch water. Just didn't fit on the album. The worst track on the album. It just makes me cringe. I never play this. Skip it. Because it's crap. Okay, the top 2. We are really getting into the nasties now. This is a single. Got to number 76 in the UK. Number 7 in France. Are they mad? And 24 in Switzerland. And it's The Thought Contagion. Or Contagion. Can't say that word. Sorry, folks. Real garbage stuff. It's a dull melody. The vocal is awful. Matt's singing sounds like he couldn't care less. There's nothing good to say about that song at all. It is awful. So the worst song in my books that Muse have ever put out, it's from The Will of the People, the last album of 2022. And it's the swear word one, and it just sums up the band really. We are fucking fucked. Yep, you are. When you have to put out songs like this, no need for this. What were you thinking? The trouble is that the people that listen to them now are the Generation Z, and they've upset a lot of the original fans. They don't care about us. The only good thing about this is Chris's bass line, and the rest of it is just trash. I don't know if they're trying to be relevant, and they're trying to keep in with the in crowd. No need to do this rubbish. It is just awful. A lot of people think this is a great song. It's not. It's terrible. It's not rock and roll. It's a protest song. As I say, never mix your politics and music. It's awful. So there you go. There's my 10 worst songs that Muse have ever put onto disc or whatever. But I have got some dishonourable mentions. These just miss out on the list. So the first one is off the Drones album, and it was released as a single in 2015. It got to number 71 here, 41 in Belgium, but number 12 in Canada. Dead Inside. Oh, the start of this is horrible. It's not rock and roll. It's just limp-wristed trash. Just missed out. Next one is from the Second Law album that was released as a single in 2012, and it's the one they chose for the Olympic, Survival. Got to 22. What a load of cheese the lyrics are. God help us. The words are just awful. But I'll give it saving grace. There is an instrumental version of this, which is pretty good. Ditch the lyrics. I like the instrumental better. And the last one today, we go back to the current album, and probably the worst album I've ever done. And the track is Euphoria. This band have got so bad they can't come up with original ideas. It's a mishmash of Plug-in Baby, Stockholm Syndrome, Showbiz. It's all put together awful, and it just doesn't work. It's probably one of the worst songs on the album. There's not many good songs. In fact, I don't think there is a good song on this album. I think that, no, there's one or two. There's one about Halloween that's not too bad, but the rest of it is just garbage. So there we go. I just wonder what garbage we'll get next. Either they're going to carry on with this rubbish, or someone's going to have a light bulb moment and go, why don't we go back to what we were good at? We'll wait with bated breath. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm probably upset a lot of Muse fans, but hey ho. But I've just gone off this band. Unless they come up with something half decent, I don't think I'll ever buy any more Muse again. Okay, tomorrow is Marathon Day, and we've got one of the finest southern rock bands from America. A band that went through so much tragedy. It's the brilliant Lynyrd Skynyrd, and it was a viewer's request, so I'm looking forward to that. They are one of my favourite bands, and that'll be a good one. So have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.